Trying to start this up, guys. Late night conversation, 3:30 a.m. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this up. I don't know how long I'm be here for. I don't know how many people I'm gonna talk to. I'm gonna have a conversation with the audience out there. See who's out there right now. I was sitting here. I just recorded a couple videos, some real poker talk videos. And I was saying, well, I wish I had like a way to let people call in and have them faces viewed. I guess that's Skype, but yeah, I was just gonna make a video before I go to the gym here, and maybe someone's out there, maybe someone's awake. You know what I'm saying? Maybe someone's out there. They're gonna stumble upon this one time. You know, they're gonna be sitting there. Maybe they're alone, like my guy Davis in the chat, and they're saying, "What the fuck am I doing here, man?" You know what I'm saying? How'd they end up here? 3:30 a.m. How'd they end up here, man? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, man, let me load up the stream. Maybe someone's watching the videos. They'll see it pop up, and yeah, man. Listen, man, I gotta tell you guys something, man. You guys gotta get rid of people in your life that make you upset. Like this girl Lisa, she make me upset, man. She don't bring a lot of positive energy to life, man. You gotta get rid of people that don't give you positive energy. But yeah, what's up, guys? What up? What's happening, Big Poppies? What's going on, man? What's happening? I see a lot of people out there. I recognize some of your names. Andy, what's up? Andy, what's happening, bro? Matt, what's up, bro? David, what's up, bro? DZ, what's up, Poppy? What's happening, man? And yeah, man, I just recorded a video. It was about what is my life? What the fuck was it called? It was called what am I doing with my life? That's what it is called. What am I doing with my life? And I was thinking about what am I doing with my life. It's 3:30 a.m. I live in Las Vegas. I used to be a professional poker player who relied solely on making money from my income as poker. I identified myself as a poker player forever, and here I am, April 8th. And I'm like, I don't think I'm a poker player anymore. I don't know what the fuck I do now. So I made a video talking about that, and I was like, man, I bet a lot of people out there don't know what the fuck they're doing with themselves either. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. What up, Jan? 1240 in Denmark. Shout out to Europe, man. Isn't it crazy? You got people from all over the world watching this kind of crazy shit like this. People play poker all around the fucking world. They tune in and watch me talk to other fucking people that play poker. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't think you ever imagined something like that back in the day when you first start these videos out. You know what I'm saying? You start a video out, you're like, I don't know if anyone's going to watch it. I don't really care either. And then people watch, and it's just like, and then it goes to something like this. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty wild. And yeah, you just start thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Think about how'd you get here, what made you get here, stuff like that. And it's just wild when you put it all together. So yeah, man. Carlos says, do you get out of line? Do you get out of line in Las Vegas a lot? Fuck yes, I do. For sure. Chad says, can you make money online anymore? And I can 100% make money at online poker. I'll be able to make money at poker online for the rest of my fucking life. If I can't make it legally, I'll make it illegally. I'll be able to make money at poker for the rest of my fucking life. So when I see a question, I just laugh. I'm like, I mean, kind of funny, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't never have a problem making money at poker again, man. I'll have to program the fucking bot myself. All right, I'll get 3 fucking computers here. I'll fucking be playing. If I got it, I got to do it. If I can't make money, I'm gonna make fucking money that way. I'll never be able to not make money at poker again. Luckily, I'm probably gonna need to do that, but maybe you will have to do that these days. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, can I make money still at poker? Like, you guys fucking joking me? It's crazy. Like, poker is easy still. It ain't like it got harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to overcome bots. You got to overcome things like that. But it ain't like it's hard. You know, it is hard to y'all, but it's not hard when you do this your entire life. You know what I'm saying? So, I see that question. I'm like, I don't know. Like, why not do something else with things, I suppose. So I saw my boy Garrett Adelstein out there. What's up, brother? He says, morning, buddy. I also have no what the fuck I'm doing with myself either, man. Starting with why I can't fall asleep right now. Man, my God, Garrett, I don't even know what he's doing awake right now. What time is it? 3:45? I'm surprised he's not playing. You know, you got a guy like Garrett, man. Garrett, you know, he's battling hard out there, still playing poker every single day. But I'm sure he asked himself this question too. It's like, fuck am I doing with myself, man? How much longer am I going to do this for? How much longer am I going to put myself through this? You know, like, poker's great. And, you know, poker's great. I mean, it's great. It's fun when you win. It's fun. You know, it's kind of fun when you lose, to be honest with you too. You want to figure out how to overcome that. But I think when you start figuring out what else is out there in the world, you know, kind of growing up, like I don't know what's out there in the world, right? I grew up, I'm in Illinois. I don't know what my life is. I want to get out of my parents' house, right? I want to get out of my parents' house. So, okay, so you get out of your parents' house. Okay, you turn 21, move to Chicago. You're like, okay, well, now I want to pay rent. My rent's $281. I got to pay rent. And you're like, all right, you pay your rent. Okay. And then you're like, oh fuck, I wanna buy a bed. I didn't have a bed. I just left it on the fucking floor. I wanna buy a bed. I wanna bring some girls back, and I wanna have sex with them on my bed instead of on the floor. So then you buy an air mattress and you buy a bed. And then from there you go up from there, right? You're building up. You're like, all right, I wanna make $1,000. That was my first goal of poker, make $1,000. Right? And then things start changing. Then you start figuring out what else is out there in the world. You quit your job, you work for yourself, you move out, you go travel, you move to a different state, and you're like, okay, wow, the world's big. Holy fuck. Okay. World's big. Okay. All right. You start having success. You're like, wow, maybe I can have a lot of success at poker. Maybe I could get to these higher stakes. And then you get to higher stakes and you're traveling the world. You're living all over the world. You're living in different countries. You're meeting foreign women. You're able to buy whatever the fuck you want to buy. And you're like, okay, well, I certainly never knew this was a lot possible when you're growing up, when you're trying to pay your bed, you're renting at $281 a month. And then from there, you go back, you go around, you travel the world, and you're like, fuck, all right, cool. Like, wow. All right. And then you come back, right? You come back to your home, you come back to where you're at, you come back to, you're kind of sitting around, looking around, thinking around, all right, what's my life like now? What's my life like now? You play poker, still trying to figure out your life. You're like, damn, there's a lot of the world out there. Like, fuck, I kind of would like to do that. I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that. But you're great at something, you're great at poker. So you kind of just keep playing poker. You keep staying at it. You keep working hard at poker. You keep working hard at poker. Keep working hard at poker. And then you start something up like a podcast or start doing videos. And then you start having success at videos, start having success at poker, start having success at creating a podcast, creating videos. People like it. People watch it. Companies are trying to pay you money. They want to fly you to fucking places and buy you in tournaments. And you're like, oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, that's crazy. I couldn't imagine that. Like, like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag King's giving you fucking money to be on the podcast. You're like, okay. Shout out him. Shout out to my guy, Hashtag King, by the way, man. He's just going, he'll be back one day. You start figuring out, okay, what else is out there? And then eventually, years go by and you get to a point right now where you're sitting there saying like, I fast forward through a lot of time, but you get to a point and you're like, okay, like where I'm at right now, like I know I can still go play poker if I want to. Like I can, no matter what. I'm going wherever the option is. I'll figure it out. Any site, anywhere, anytime, whatever. But I know like this industry is not, there's a lot of great people in here, man. Like my boy Feldman's in the chat, Garrus in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Like these are guys you meet from poker. Like I really like these guys a lot, man. These are great guys. And I met a lot of great people. My boy Doug obviously Doug's from poker. My buddy Dylan, man. Sasha's out there rolling around, man. I met a lot of really great people from poker. People I've had on my podcast, people that are, like good friends to me now, or if we ever see each other, it's like we're, we just pick up right where we left off. I'm doing a podcast, and people you pick up mentors in business and that type of shit like that. And you start thinking like, man, do I really want to go through this with poker through the ups and downs? It's like the challenge for poker initially was like the camaraderie of it all and the togetherness of it all, and kind of sharing that experience on the internet and being able to change your life potentially and achieve a dream. And then that's really not there anymore with poker. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, it's right now, man, what is it right now in poker, man? It's like, it ain't the last of days in a sense, but like it kind of is online, man. I'm not going to play live. I'm not going to be a live poker player for a living like that. Maybe I'll play for fun, but that's not what I'm going to do for my profession. But, I don't really know how to make poker be 50% of my life, 20% of my life. Like I want to be studying, I want to be playing, I want to be watching it, I want to be consumed in it. But it's like, I know I have the potential to do other things in my life. And it's like, do I want to do those things? Do I want to start do a mainstream on my podcast and try to get one of the best podcasts in the world? Get anyone on in the world I kind of want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I want to do, man, to be honest with you guys. But like, I'm a little scared of that too, because I know I leave poker when that happens. For the most part, I do. I'll still be in poker, but it's like, Doug, I'm not really in poker. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying attention to other things. And, I don't know. I feel like that's what's calling me, doing something like that, doing something more with social media, creating content. And why when I play live for a poker, no, live's boring I just don't want to, man. I don't know. I got no interest in doing it really. I don't know. I have fun when I do it, but I'm like grinding that out for a living when you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to, it's like, why would I? I don't want to go drive to I can walk to the casino here, but there ain't much PLO games here. So I'm just thinking about all this stuff, guys, think about what I've been doing these past couple months of my life. You know what I'm saying, man? I don't know. Uncovering this shit happening on ACR. That was an eye opener for me, guys. I figured out some shit was going on from that. There's some crazy stuff happening out there on poker. And right now, if we can beat poker, it's going to be a challenge. I do not trust the people in charge of security in poker to be able to combat the wave of software that will be taking over at some point in time in the future. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't bank on that anymore. Can't bank on that anymore, man. Luckily, I've been working out every day because I have a prop bet where I need to work out every day until summer. So I'm going to be jacked as fuck come summer. And I'm going to be back how I was when I was 19, 20, 21, when I was in good shape. So at least I got that going on. That's good for me, you know what I'm saying? We got that going. We got a lot of stuff going on, man. Shout out to Feldman, man. Shout out to Feldman. What my buddy Garrett said. Let me find Garrett. Garrett said, great work on all the recent podcasts. Alec for that. David Peters for the inspiration to keep working hard. I agree. Barry for the old school wisdom makes those lonely losing drives some a little better. Listen, man. That's what I make. You know what I'm saying? I got to be honest. When I hear things like that from people like Garrett and from other guys I know that play high stakes and they tell me things like that, who I make content for a lot of times. I make content for someone who's a little bit farther ahead intelligence and when it comes to poker, most likely a little bit farther intelligence when it comes to life in general, kind of think about these things, introspective people who have a passion for being great at whatever it is that they do and who sort of want to hear something from someone in a similar spot as they are and people in that industry who can say things in a certain way that really connect with you. I think that was my initial kind of, it's always been what I've tried to go upon it. And obviously, like, you sometimes get away from that when it comes to dramatic topics or when it comes to gossip kind of shit. But for better or worse, that stuff brings people in the door. You get people in the door through those type of things, and then you funnel them up, hopefully, and hope they pick up on deeper things or deeper ideas or deeper topics or deeper thoughts or whatever. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's always cool when you hear people that play 5-10 plus. They feel like, man, I love the podcast. Been watching it forever. Like, you know, I'm like, that's dope. I made it for you. Like, that's what I made it for. And then, yeah, man, you know, we got a lot of fucking weirdos in the chat. You know, shout out to my weirdos. We got to have the weirdos, you know what I'm saying? We can't, like, not have you weird motherfuckers out there, man. Shout out Philly one. I'm not saying you're a weirdo. Love your shit, Joe. What's up, Poppy? What's happening, man? The Cake, you sound like a weird motherfucker, but I like you, bro. We fuck with you, too. Osmond Deadwood, you sound weird, too, but it's all good. It's all good, man. Let me read some of these. Chad Halsey said, I couldn't stand this no stability. If you want to have a family down the road, that poker shit won't be fair to them. That's true, man. That's true, Chad. You know, poker, it is very, you know, you can obviously reduce the variance in a lot of ways, but it still is the variance in there. The higher the stakes you play, the more variance you're going to have against better players. In theory, the swings will be bigger in theory, winning and losing. So those are a lot to deal with on the soul and on the mind and on the brain and on just your energy and everything like that. And it's cool when you're by yourself, but when you have friends and a relationship and family to work in there, man, it can certainly be challenging, at least for me in the past. And someone says, why don't I sell a bot? Fuck, I'd cry. I got one guy saying, "What do you want to sell a bot?" I already have that offer. Shout out to him, man. Might have him on the podcast soon. So, but Anthony says, "Do try and find the dream, create the dream." Yeah, man. I got dreams on my wrist. You know, I got this back in the day. I never show this tattoo on the stream ever, but I got it when I was living in Vancouver. I was like, do I want to keep playing poker? I moved out of the country, and I'm like, yeah. What am I doing this for? Like my dreams. What are my dreams to become to this point at poker? And I was like, all right, well, let me get this tattooed on myself for some reason, but happy I did at the time. And you look at it now, you're like, well, what are the dreams now? And they're not there. And it's like, I don't know. What do I want to do? I don't know. Who knows? Who fucking knows, man? I don't know, man. Who knows? I kind of want to move to the mountains and get a fucking wooden cabin. Kind of, I kind of want to do that. I don't need to keep making money and do that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever, I don't know. Is what it is. Let's say a couple of questions from the chat. Man. Albert Mazars, Joe, please address the issues about getting the pump in. Looks like you've been pumping hard. You pumped well tonight, and without the pump, there is no glory. Agree. Get Luke Shorts back on. Maybe. Yulef said, maybe it's possible that you and some other pros can hook up and create a poker room, which isn't as rake heavy as Poker Stars, nor as cheat heavy as ACR. I just don't really have the interest to do that, to be honest with you. And I imagine it's much harder than it might seem. Maybe one day in the future, but I don't think I have the knowledge or the ability to be able to undertake that thing in my life right now. I feel like that's probably better a few years from now. So, Fellman says, I played 2-on-2 basketball with Joey once, and I just gave him the ball in the post every time he went to work. I had like 25 assists. That is very true. Me and Feldman did crush, and I may have carried the team on offense, but I think Feldman showed a lot of fucking heart, and he definitely put in work, so he's no fucking slouch there too. Let's see. Guy C7 lives his Zen life. Poppy mountaintop cabin sounds you too. I agree. It sounds pretty dope. It sounds pretty dope. For sure. Chad said the only reason I say that is because all the sponsors have pulled out of the U.S. Most of the pros before Black Friday only signed because of sponsorship money. I gotta be honest with you guys, man. If you got any sort of name, it's fucking easy to make money at whatever. Like right now, if I wanted to really make a lot of money from things, I mean, like I get offered things all the time from people to sponsor, like whether they want to have a post on Instagram, put something in my story, have a continued relationship, have me put something on my YouTube, have me put a sponsorship in front of my podcast, want to fly me to some fucking place, want me to represent them. You get offers all the time, man. It's not hard to do that. It's not hard. And if you really want to go after things, I don't even chase anything. I never ask for anything. Now, if I actually asked for things, like you'd get a lot of things, man. And if they say no, you go say, oh, fuck off, whatever. I don't care. Like, I mean, you get a lot of things. So, I mean, it's still possible to certainly make money, but you know, I feel bad for a lot of these people that used to like have a name at poker because like they were never actually even good at poker. So I can't imagine they really want to put the work in now at poker, and you didn't know how to get good at poker. I didn't know what the fuck it means. So like these people are still trading off their poker name, and like I feel bad for them, like internally inside them, what it must feel like. I feel like I might get there one day. You never know, and it's like fuck, tough to deal with, man. What else I don't know. Another subject for another time. Another subject for another time. Gay porn offers. Not anymore. No. Not anymore. Not anymore. Any news on ACR? I'm done following ACR, man. I'm done. They get lucky. I'm done. No one else. I mean, people care, but like no one else really trying to figure anything out. It's just me. So like, I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna keep that much energy up in my life. Like, bring a lot of negative energy. That negativeness in my life in February really did something on my life for sure. So yeah. I don't know. Who knows? I don't even know where it's fitting. I don't even know where this live stream is. It's a conversation with the audience, my friends. It's a conversation with the audience out there. All right, we got to ban some people. I got to bring Kim Jong-Joy back, the dictator of my chat, and we got to fucking get rid of some people like that. Tracy Moore, will you take your top off, then tell us how you made a name before results or would make a name from scratch today? I think to make a name at any... Why do I want to take off my shirt? I don't think I'm not even like that good of shape, man. I'm out of shape right now. So... You know what I'm saying? I'm out of shape right now, so I don't know. Let me take off my top. You know, Tracy, you want to see you come hang out at Big Poppy's Palace over here. I'm gonna take my shirt off for you, but you know what I'm saying? Thank God there ain't more women fans in poker, for fuck's sakes. Thank God. I might make a video about that one day. DSP says, Poppy, say some positive words about downswing. You know, good thing about downswings, DSP, is they always end, brother. They're good. I think downswings are good for you because you have to take a look back and say, all right, like what I'm doing really working? How can I get out of this downswing? How can I break through this? You got to solve a problem. I like solving problems like that. So when it comes to getting out of a downswing, I look at getting out of a downswing as a fun challenge. Well, how can I do that? What do I have to do? Play shorter sessions, maybe book a short win, maybe go study something, maybe talk with my friends, maybe play around with one of the solvers if you're in the solver sort of realm of things. Really take a look at a spot in your mind and just, you know what I do a lot is I walk around my apartment. I think about a spot. I used to just pace around all the time. I'd pace around my apartment all the time. Like, all right, like cut off first fucking button. Like, okay, you know, if I 3-bet these guys 25% as a standard, like, okay, how can that possibly work? And like, all right, like, well, I got in this spot. If I check back, if I bet this, if I bet a third pot, if I don't get in that spot in the first place, if I, you know, you just pace around. You think about one spot against one specific person. And then you kind of, you know, walk around. And if someone says, Marco said downswings are good for you, you sound like Negreanu, you're a fucking idiot, Marcos. And I don't say that lightly, but if you say that comment, I can tell you do not make money at poker, and that's okay. That's okay. A lot of people don't. Bang, bang. It's true. But you sound like a fucking idiot. Let's put it like that. Whatever. I'm just going to say it how it is right now. So, but yeah, I feel like, you know, you walk around. Even when I do that now, you think about things, think about spot. And I did that so often. Like, I just would sit there thinking about a spot all the time. I'm like, all right. Button, raise the button, every hand, raise the button, all right, raise the button. I'm just thinking about raising the button. Okay, dealing with on a board, ace 5-3. What am I going to do? Ace 4-3, ace queen 7, ace jack 5, against every player type in the entire world. Just constantly going through my mind. All right, what if I see about half pot, 2/3? I'm just constantly, all the time. You go play 10,000 hands, and then you go do it again all the time. It's how it always did. So I got announcing pretty easy personally, or just tighten up your table selection. That's really it. Tighten up your table selection. Ash Miles, what do you do when you have dedicated years of your life to one thing, then realize it means very little to what you actually care about? Lost. I think, Ash Miles, I think that is a perspective-based question. I think that if you look at sort of what you got out of those years. So if you look at poker, you could say, well, did poker ruin my life? I made a video about this. But when you actually dedicate yourself to one thing for years, you learn how to dedicate yourself to one thing for years. You learn how to focus. You learn how to be consistent. You learn how to be selfish in a lot of ways. You learn how to achieve potential mastery on a particular subject. And to achieve mastery on a particular subject, it takes you getting better at a lot of different qualities, like obsession, like pattern recognition, like studying in general, like focusing specifically, like figuring out problems and figuring out how to get better at something. Hopefully your job has that. Maybe it has managing relationships. Maybe it has managing customers. Maybe it has talking to people. Maybe it has negotiating. There's so many different things you get better at along the way when you dedicate yourself to one thing. So you sort of think about, all right, well, what did you gain out of that? What do you care about now? And then do they match? Hopefully they do. If they don't match, well then, fuck, I don't know. You're who knows? I don't know. I don't got the answers, Sway. You got to ask me about that in like 15 years, bro. I'll have the answer for you in that, Ash, for sure. I'll have the answer for you there for sure. I'll get the answers for you one day for sure, man. What current prop bets do you have in progress? I got so many prop bets now, and I haven't even started them. I might just beat them all in a week. I'm gonna be honest with you. I might just beat them all. I got a lot of prop bets right now. I don't want to think about them. Joey, is ACR trying to make effort for cleanup? No, fuck no, they're not. They don't give a fuck, man. ACR, I mean, like, ACR having such a successful poker site really makes me want to try to start a poker site, because if these fucking people can have success with a poker site, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure they got their talent and their skill, but like, goddamn, man, it's crazy. It really is. It really is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think if Phil Gaffon gets in the poker site space, and obviously, like, I'm sure I'm underestimating certain qualities and things, right? You can only be good at certain things, but put the right people around you, you'll be able to be good at whatever you want to be good at. So, but seriously, they don't got a fucking security team. They have no security there. Like, they just neglected one vital part of online poker for so long. I mean, my God, come on, really? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How long? Chris says something fun, and I like this question. He said, if you're smart enough to make money on poker, you're probably smart enough to make good money without the stress. Now, I've always heard that for a long time, and I never really got it. I never understood what that meant. And then I started doing other things outside of poker. I was like, oh, fuck, that's what they mean. I never knew what they meant. I'm always like, man, these guys are stupid, man. Make money at poker is easy. Like, this is easy. What you talking about? It's easy. Make however much money I want to make at poker. I want to make money. I just play. What are you talking about, Steve? And then you start doing other things, and you're like, fuck, that's what they're saying. They're like, that made sense what they're saying. Maybe you took poker to build up those skills, but like, it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense what they're saying for sure. It makes sense. Like business, I mean, fuck, man. I'm the fishiest person at business in the entire world. I'm awful at it. I'm awful at every aspect of the business side of things. What I do. And I mean, I don't know, still going well. So it's like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Can't imagine if I'm doing like Doug kind of shit, man. Doug's a beast at putting it all together, folks, man, for sure. But yeah, Harp says everything's so easy compared to high level poker. 100% agree. Just like the strategy it takes and the creativity and the outside the box thinking that goes into place to become great at poker in an environment like online poker, in an environment where you're competing against the smartest people at that game around the entire world that can put it all together in one, and the kind of creativity on a daily basis and strategy that goes into place with that, the analyzation, the problem solving, all this different stuff there, what it takes to be able to do that. And then when you go into other space and like people you're putting this high level strategy, like when I do podcasts, like, I mean, I'm really thinking about a lot, and you kind of go talk to other people in business and like, they ain't thinking about shit. You're like, well, they're like, man, I don't know how to solve this problem. And you're like, what? Like, what are you talking about, man? Just try these 7 things. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you actually get to know other people and stuff like that. And you dig deep into who they are as a person. And you're like, man, this is kind of wild. Like, wow, okay. You know, ain't many people like, a lot of people out here playing checkers, man. You know, they're playing like tic-tac-toe or something like that if they play in a game at all. And I mean, it's probably a viewpoint you get from poker, I guess, then, yeah. Garrett said, hypothetical, if a guy with a checkered past is trying to sell me essential oil necklaces on a poker stream, should I help plug his snake oil? What the hell are you talking about? The answer is yes. Of course, you should do that, for sure. For sure. For sure. Lisa said, Joey, do you ever think there'll be a time where poker won't be an aspect of your life? Yes. And that time definitely is a scary time to think about because it's what I've identified myself with for so long. And to think about there might be a time, you know, I think it's like you identify yourself with poker, you identify yourself with being known for that ability or the confidence you have when it comes to thinking about something like poker. And you think about, all right, like I know you can kind of see where you're at. You fall into place. Like I know I'm at this level. I know I'm this area. I know wherever. And then when you go into other things, it's like, if you having a business, it's like you ain't never gonna have the best business in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different thing. You never have solo have the best business. Even like Instagram or social media or like a podcast. You know, maybe podcast actually is something too, but it's like you're never really gonna have the best of this. You're never gonna be able to actually compete against other people and compete against yourself on such a high level in really a lot of things that aren't poker for the most part. Maybe you can. I just haven't fucking found them. Maybe curling's one of them. So I think with poker, it's just this really special thing you have, and it's just like this industry, and like I have such a positive emotion for poker in the past because it used to be like a really great community. It used to be a great place. It used to be really fun. It used to be a lot of action, a lot of excitement, a lot of people getting where they got through whether through degeneracy or through absolute skill. Poker content being presented in a great way, in a glamour. It's just like it felt like it's such a different experience to what it is right now. And everything I enjoyed about it before for a lot of ways doesn't really exist much now. And I think a lot of people you have creating poker content now, you know, I don't know. It's very strange, man. It's very strange. Very strange. I don't know how to explain it, guys, without firing shots. And I don't really want to fire shots at anyone. It's not their fault, but, you know, I don't know. Something to think about. Jay McHugh, your lifestyle is too reckless to leave poker. Jay McHugh. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds like I should leave poker because my lifestyle might be too reckless. Pobby, how do you feel if you down the line you got offered to do a job for World Series or WPT poker coach? I probably wouldn't do it because I don't know anything about Nolan Hold'em or Nolan Hold'em tournaments. So no, I would not do it. I don't know enough about it. I don't like to speak on things I don't know about. So. Eugene Kwan, much love from the Bay Area. Can you speak on Michael Lonkar and why he's promoting the shit up ACR after they've been exposed to Sky of fraud and full of shit? You know what, man? I kind of found out from like doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really enjoy doing things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I called out a couple people in the ACR stuff about maybe, you know, and they were playing on 2 accounts, right? And I felt really bad about that. Like I'm not trying to end these fucking kids, even though it didn't, but I'm not trying to like, you know, crack down on people like that. Like, that's not me. That's not what I want to do. That's not who I am as a thing. Like, you know, I don't want people cracking down on me when I'm out of line. I'm out of line all the time. I don't want people like fucking come hunting for me or something like that. Like, why am I hunting after these kids like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get why they're doing it, and they're not the only ones doing it. These tournament players, a lot of people doing this shit, man. Everything I talked about in that video, there's a lot of people doing these things. So it's like, you know, now I'm calling this guy out, you know, these kids out, and it's like, you know, even the 44 bars, the Portuguese fucking guy. He ain't the only one doing whatever the fuck he's doing. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not the only one doing it. Like, I'm not trying to shut this guy's Portuguese life down and have to go around. That's not really what I want to do. I mean, like, I'm not actually the FBI. I'm not the fucking police. I'm not trying to you know, and convict these motherfuckers. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do, man. Because then it's like, when does that stop? You know what I'm saying? When do you stop doing that? Because I know a lot of people out there that I know a lot of shit. So it's like, when does that stop? You know, what am I not saying? Why am I saying this, but I'm not saying that? You know, like what the fuck? When does the line stop? You know, and putting like that much energy to these sorts of things like that, it's just like, man, you know, it really brings you down, man. It really does. Like thinking about the idea of, you know, like fucking maybe like changing these guys' life for potential negative in a way. Maybe it's positive. Maybe they get out of, I mean, who knows? Maybe they go around it. I don't really know, whatever, man. But I just don't want to fucking think about it. All right? I still want to think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not I'm not here to fucking, to do that to people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect, man. Like, you know, and I know that in that particular situation about ACR, I had to really say it because it was more of a case for what was happening. You know, you had to talk about, this is why I know, because this is happening. But I don't know. Someone said, how much do you have to win to be on my podcast? You can come on. If you want to come on, send me a message, bro. You can come on. I'll have anyone on, man. I'll have anyone on. If you want to come on the podcast, let me know. Let me know. Definitely let me know, man. You want to come on the podcast, let me know. Hit me up, send me a message on Instagram. PoppyGTO, send me a message on Twitter. If you want to come on there, please let me know. Please let me know. Chad says, I agree with you. Poker felt different before, but it feels slimy and dirty now. That's why I say you need to move in a different space. Yeah, man, it really does. Like, when you look around and you see everything out there, it's like, it seems like everyone's kind of in survival mode. You have a lot of people that are trying to thrive. You have a lot of people that are trying to survive. You have a lot of people even trying to excel past a certain point. But like, when you really get to know, and maybe it was always like this, but when you get to know people behind the poker sites and work for the poker companies and who like do this stuff, and you know, they don't really like care about poker at all. They don't like poker. They don't care what happens. They don't like give a fuck about really much, like the future. They just don't care. Like, they just do it because it's a job. And you see that these people are like in charge of creating media. They're in charge of being personalities in poker. They're in charge of working as on the company and the marketing side of things, and the, you know, in the security side of things. You're just like, shit, man. This is fuck, man. Okay, maybe it was like that before. I didn't know it. I thought it was something. I thought everyone was like, man, they love poker just as much as me. I'm like, man, everyone's like me. They love poker. They love it. You know, it's great. And like, the thing was, cheating was always happening back then. All this stuff was happening back then. It's just wasn't as obvious because you didn't know about it. You weren't looking for it, and you're still able to make money in these other ways. So it's just not something you really put a lot of emphasis on. And then obviously as time goes on, your viewpoint on things change, and you realize it's not true, and you know, and then you're like, oh, okay, you know, whatever is what it is. You know, what can you do? Crazy Kif. Steve Plepler wrote in his book Making Money on Poker, it's wrong because you make money when people lose, so here is no value. Have you ever thought like this? And if yes, how do you deal with it? No, I have definitely never thought like that, and thank God I have not. I think everyone chooses to. I haven't thought about it, to be honest with you, but I don't know, man. Everyone like signs up to play the game. You go play basketball, you go play to compete. You can choose to compete for money. You can choose to compete for fun. You can choose to compete because you want to win. I think poker is the same way. You choose to play poker because you want to compete. You want to win money. You want to play. You want the experience. Whatever. Everyone sits down. They buy in for what they buy in for. They all have their way they view things, whether it's selfish or not selfish, or whether they want to. I mean, I don't fucking know what I'm saying right now. I just read selfish in the chat. It came to my mind, but never thought about that. I don't know, man. It is what it is. Like, that's the point of the game. You want to beat people in the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to figure out how to exploit them. That's the point of the game. You don't want to figure that out. Like, you go play a different game. Like, any game is about exploiting people, or it's the game of business, game of whatever, game of life, game of these things, game of that. Everything's its own little fucking game if you really want to take it to it like that. And then you think about, all right, like, you know, what level do you want to take everything for? So Garrett said, how would you describe your relationship with social media, YouTube, and the attention that comes with being a public figure? Every time I check Twitter, I kind of hate myself. I got to be honest with you, man. I've been trying to spend less time on Twitter, for sure. I think it's a necessary evil of what I do and building things up on there. I feel like I got some things to say that people enjoy, whether it's strategy or entertainment or a perspective on something that's happening in poker that I think people appreciate and enjoy. And I know that when I was in a different position in poker, I always wished that people that were in my position said things about certain things. And the people that understood things at a different level than I did, I wish that they spoke up about it and kind of, you know, like I found that so enjoyable. Like when I go see other things and read other things now, like I find that perspective really exciting. If I go watch Fortnite, I want to see what the fucking guy Ninja's got to say about things. Like I want Ninja to be telling me things, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. I want these people in this community who are people who are knowledgeable, who are involved in it to be able to sort of enlighten me. I'm selfish once again. So I think a lot of times that's, I feel like I enjoy doing that. I enjoy being able to potentially provide that for some people out there. But I think it is so much distraction. It's just like kind of like just boom, boom, boom. It's just like so much of your energy taken away in so many different ways. And, repeatedly over and over again, over and over again, over and over. It's like, do I care about this? It's like, what is me reading this or saying? Like, what does it really matter? And I think to me in my mind, I have it as something like, I'm pretty good at Twitter now. I studied a little bit about Twitter and how to, whether it's increase engagement or whether it's to get a conversation going on certain topics. Like I put a work into it for sure in terms of just studying. It's very easy studying compared to poker. In fact, it's incredibly easy once you actually really realize how you can leverage the knowledge inside your mind to put something out there that people are going to engage with and stuff like that. And you want to find the balance of how much is pure engagement, how much do I not care about getting engagement, how much do I just want to fucking say this. How do you want to respond to people? How do you want to deal with that? How do you want to deal with your timeline and who you follow and stuff like that? And when you take all those things in, it becomes a fucking lot. And I don't know. I feel like, I don't fucking know. And how would I describe my relationship with social media and the attention that comes with being a public figure? But public figure in general, yeah. I don't know. I don't like go out a lot and see people that that know me from stuff. Although now it's getting a little weird when I go around Vegas, but. So I don't have to deal with a lot of stuff in person. Thank God. I don't think I would. I think it would weird, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's weird. But my relationship with social media is that I've gotten pretty good at understanding the theory behind it. I feel like I can potentially leverage that into a future career at something where I help out companies and brands, and I don't have to be the face, but I learn all this stuff on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, and engagement and content and building up an audience and everything like that by leveraging my knowledge of poker. So I'm leveraging my knowledge of poker to get really good at these things. And then I can leverage that knowledge in general into other areas of life to help other people out, whether it's poker or wherever. So that's kind of my viewpoint on it right now, which is why I'm spending so much time on there. And yeah, that's a big reason why I spend so much time on there. And I feel like I spend much time on there, but I probably could spend more. But yeah, I think that's definitely what I'm going to do one day. Because Instagram is such a valuable platform for people out there, and people are so fucking bad at Instagram. Their understanding of their strategy is awful. Their understanding of content is just poor. There's a lot of things going on wrong. I feel like, whereas YouTube, people have a really good understanding of it. Their strategy is high level. They execute it very well, and a lot of times YouTube is, I'm gonna give you guys a fucking secret. You guys want to know the secret to YouTube? I'm gonna tell you what it is. Once you get past, you do want to have a little character and stuff like that, but consistency, my friends, that's what it is. Consistency every day. You got to do it every single day. You got to do it every day. You got to stick with it. And when you do it every day, you keep getting better and better. And if the first year they don't like you, you keep going. You keep going. You keep going. Keep going from there. Consistency. Whereas Instagram, much different. But do you know what makes YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, anything you do easy? Is that when you have a high level of knowledge about something, when you're a master at something or an expert in one area, all of these things become a lot easier to do because you get to leverage that knowledge and that excellency in something. And yeah, hopefully people want to see it. Hopefully it's not about darts. Shout out to darts. I'm sure they do, but I don't know. Hopefully it's not about Canadian balls like this. I do read your comments. Calm down, guy. Calm the fuck down. Calm down, fucking guy. Ross says, if you're a banged an Instagram model, I don't know what that means. Define Instagram model. Garrett said, agreed. Your honest takes are refreshing, much needed. See, Torelli, Alec, this guy trying to sell me essential oils. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? The thought of poker being a bunch of fucking Torellis is terrifying. It really is, man. It really is. You got this guy who's just like, you got this guy, right? And listen, man, maybe I feel like this dude is one of the fakest fucking people I've ever talked to in my entire life. Just like, it looks like he went online, watched a bunch of videos on like what people are supposed to say, and then started saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, great. He's like, I'm grateful. I'm just appreciative. I'm just this. I'm just that. It's like, listen, bro. Bro, like have like an actual, be like, say something else. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that just fucking says this kind of bullshit, regurgitating over and over again, when you're like, listen, I saw how you handled this angle situation. I saw what you said in your videos. I saw the way that you portrayed yourself in whatever way you wanted to fucking be. Okay, I don't believe that you want to be grateful and humble and fucking help the world and all this kind of bull. I don't believe. Maybe you do, But like, man, you're not, that's ain't you. Like, I know you're not telling me a lot of things. I know you're probably a big fucking asshole. Just own up. Own up that you're grateful. Own up that you're a fucking cocksucker. You know what I'm saying? Own up that you're an asshole. Own up that you got these fucking kind of feelings. Don't just talk about help save the fucking world, man. Save the world. Like, I'm trying to, all right, I got it, bro. I'm trying to save the fucking world, man. You want to make a connection? All right, bro, I got it. But man, say something. Like, say something to me. Say something I ain't heard. I ain't seen in a fucking YouTube video on how to be this whatever, this humble fucking person that you think people are gonna like, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my take on him. That's my opinion. And then he, like, I try to say something like, you apologize for this or whatever for this. And he's like, I apologize at the fucking table. I'm like, I'm not talking about that guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking about that, man. I just want to, like, be yourself, be you, be who you are. You're an asshole, be an asshole, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you're an asshole. Okay? And I know you're an asshole. So be an asshole to me. Don't just tell me humbleness, gratefulness. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I want to make it. Don't just fucking say that to me for 35, 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Don't use me to try to, like, rehabilitate your image to make people like you. Because I don't believe a fucking word you said. So that's what it come down to for me. Someone said, do I have any regrets over how I handled the Turley Potter? I got no fucking regrets about that, man. I wish I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But now I know about him, man. Now I know about him. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying away from that guy, bro. Do him, man. Have success, whatever you're gonna have success with, man. Maybe, he's great at poker. You know what I'm saying? That's the hard thing to do. I respect him for that. I respect him for being able to become great at poker. But, like, outside of that, I don't want to get to know him. I don't want anything to do with him. I don't want anything to do with the fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, man. I don't know. It is what it is. So. But I ain't gonna, not something I want to speak on. I'm not trying to bring his business down or end his fucking thing. He's a smart guy, man. He's probably doesn't really care much about it, so he's got the selfishness going on there. He's probably in denial, so he maybe he thinks he's not selfish when actually he's not just embracing his selfishness to be able to have success, whatever he's having success about. But I don't know, man. He's got the hardest things down. He's intelligent. He's hardworking. He's great at poker. Probably great at things. Like, he's got things to build on, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and whatever, man. Whatever happened with him. It is what it is. Growing up in Orange County, who fucking knows what happens? Maybe he grew up with a fucked up family. His parents beat him. They said, you better be a doctor, bitch. And then he said, I'm gonna be a poker player. And they're like, they slapped him fucking around, put him in the dungeon, hung him up, fucking beat him all the time. Maybe he wants to be this schleich to the world. He can't. He got fucking beat in the basement in Orange County by his parents. Tell him to be I don't fucking know what happened. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna hold too much dislike to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Shout out to Riley. It is what it is. It is what it is, brother. Maybe in a different life. Charlie said he thinks we'd be friends in a different life. Maybe, buddy. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's gonna watch us. Maybe we would be. Who knows, man? Who knows, man? Probably. Fucking knows. Poker boxing match. Joey looks swole. Knock him around. Man, I don't know, man. I ain't trying to box nobody. I'm gonna kill somebody or die myself, bro. I'm gonna kill somebody or I'm gonna die myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready, though. Why not? Fucking, man. I need to knock out some teeth or some shit like that. Someone said, what'd they say? What was the comment? Imagine Jake Gyllenhaal and Nightcrawler. Nah. Someone said, how's your relationship with Jane Endez? We got no relationship right now, bro. Unfortunately. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if he's a person that I want to have a relationship with anymore, to be honest with you, man. I think, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Chad said it's funny, all the stuff you're thinking about and the questions you're asking is called getting older, like thinking like adult. I agree, man. Getting older for sure. Getting different perspectives on life. I agree with you completely. I agree with you guys completely. That's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I'm like fighting change in a lot of ways. Harp says, with you saying that, it holds a lot of credibility to me because I know you have talked to a lot of people and you play poker, so you can spot the underlying feelings. I think I don't know who that's about, but yeah. Let me go through some more comments here. How much are you weighing now? Why is this guy asking such weird fucking questions? Lisa, Joe, do you think you can lift more than me? 100% I can lift more than you in anything. Okay, whether it's squatting, fucking deadlifting, curls, bench, anything. They're anything. I would crush you in whatever you want to fucking do, Lisa. Okay, for sure. For sure. Extra gangster tonight. I'm just speaking on some things like, you know, I mean, I don't know. I feel like these past couple months, man, I was a real nice person previous to a couple months ago. I was a really nice person. And then I started figuring out some shit. People started lying to me about things. I was like, man, I'm not holding back on these motherfuckers no more, man. I got something to say about someone. I'm going to say about somebody. You know what I'm saying? I was avoiding a lot of this negativity stuff. I wasn't looking for it. I wasn't thinking about digging into it. I didn't get close to a lot of people, so I never had anything nearly negative happen with some people like that. And then you start getting closer to people, building relationships. They start doing things, you know, whatever. And then it's like, okay, well, you know, I don't know. Well, fuck, you know, you got to say something, right? So. I don't know. Find some other question here. I don't know what that question is. Do you floss your teeth? I definitely floss my teeth. You seen the teeth? Of course I floss them. I could floss them more. Golden Donkey says, Joey, what excites you the most about Run It Once's upcoming poker site? I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't know. Nothing really. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I can't say I'm excited, but I can't say it like jumps out at me right now. You know, I just don't know. I don't know. Am I still cool with Polk? What are you talking about? Doug's my guy. Doug's my guy, man. Doug's going to be ruler of the world, man. Doug's going to be ruler of the world for sure. We rule whatever world he wants to rule with, man. He's a good person to know. He's a good friend, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of shows you, you know, he shows you, like, you're friends with different people, right? Like, you think you guys meet people all the time. I've met a lot of people over the years. I met Doug 10 years ago, okay? And I think it just goes to like, how somebody treats you and how you treat them, and when you have a disagreement with them, how you guys handle that, how you get past that, or how you figure things out or whatever. I think that you see how rare it is to deal with somebody like Doug and be friends with somebody like Doug. And I think it did help that, you know, we were friends before for a long time, and then, you know, we have a friendly relationship. We really never spent a lot of time with each other, anything like that, because we're in different worlds, doing our own different things. And I think when I started doing more content, and then Doug started, I get him on the podcast, and I was the first person to really get him on the podcast. And like, I was like, hey, like, I know you'll look good to people if they like get to know you, so let's do a pod. And he did it. People liked him. Okay, you know, he used to be like a hated asshole previous before that, and debatably, you know, some people might still feel that way about him. I don't, but some people do. So, and then, you know, we talk all the time, or we share strategy or share ideas about things. And then, you know, I've had my disagreements with him for sure on different things like that. You know, the Ben Tollerine thing like that, I wasn't happy about that at all, man. And I told him like that. And obviously he's not, you know, he's not going to, you know, he doesn't want to hear that too. He wants to, but I'm friends with both people. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm friendly with both sides there. Like, that's how I feel about it, man. Like, I don't think that was cool. Whatever. It is what it is. But we, you know, we talk about it, whatever, man. You figure, okay, like, this shit fucking happens, dude. Okay, whatever. Like, let's get past it. Let's fucking, you know, you voiced your opinion. I voiced my opinion. Like, it is what it is, man. We respect each other on that level. Like, let's get past that. So, you know, when you have a situation, you see how things work, see how that person deals with it, and then you move on from it, man. You see how that person supports you, or you see how that person, how they offer you advice, or they just offer to help you out. At times, you know, you don't ask for help. He offers to help me out, whatever. He'd probably help me out with whatever if I really asked him. He'll just fucking try. And I think that's a very rare thing to find in a friendship, in a relationship and stuff. It is. It really is. So yeah, man. You know, I think me and Doug would definitely be friends for. Who knows, man, when he's like ruling the world. Probably when he becomes president, though, he'll probably have to I'll have to be like the shadow friend, because I've been too out of line in my life. So, fuck, man. That's what I said. I'll be like the shadow friend. He's president, I'm the shadow friend. Like, man, he's associated with that guy. That guy's out of line, bro. Like, you know, so. Happens. Let me see what Garrett said here. Garrett said, who are a few of the guys in poker you respect, admire the most, irrespective of their poker results? Why? It's a good question. I feel like a lot of my respect is very much tied to poker results, for better or worse. It's just how I am. If you don't have poker results, I just have a different kind of respect for you when it comes to the poker aspect of things specifically. So if you're a guy in poker, I tie a lot of what I think about you to your poker results. But I mean, obviously Bill Perkins is certainly the first one I admire the most. I admire his perspective. I'm sure he's gone through a lot of fucked up shit in his life, ups and downs, things he's had to deal with, integrity he's had to potentially break. And I feel like the person that he's became now, and just, yeah, man, I really enjoy talking to him. Another guy, if I ever text him, ask him a question, he always gives me an answer. Always gives me a great answer, great advice, great wisdom anytime I want it. That's the kind of the guy you have a relationship with, and yeah, man, I just tons of respect for him. Obviously, I mean, you think about like Doug. Doug is someone I have a ton of respect for too, because I saw him when he was, kind of like at the comeback in between phases. I've seen him at all phases of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to be able to come to where he came to now and like overcome all that stuff is crazy, man. So much respect for that. And I mean, really a lot of guys at Play Pop in Omaha that I've seen their hard work and saw their grind and saw the work ethic they put in and saw the obsession that they've had for the game. A lot of guys, I mean, Odd Odson, one guy, I think Lex Feldhaus for sure, man. I got a lot of respect. The dog, man. So much respect for Lex. Like, he's just insane work ethic. Like, on me and him, I feel like we have it's like a special bond you get when you like I feel like Garrett probably relates to that a lot too. When you have like a psychotic work ethic and a psychotic ability to be consistent about something, like when you sought that in someone else, like you know it. You like different, you know what I'm saying? And like I see Lex, that's like the one guy from online that I'm like, this guy's fucking crazy, because he's always had a desire to put in a ton of work, but also it's not just like put in a ton of work and coast. It's put in a ton of work and keep building, get to the high stakes, become one of the best. He wants to play 35 hours straight and become one of the best in the world doing that. Turns out that's hard to probably do. But I mean, now he's becoming the best in that space in poker streaming right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like definitely one of the people for sure, man, for sure. Just like, man, yeah. So much respect for him, man. And then when you kind of think about when you got, like, I know what it's like now, like these, and I speak about these, I'm like, fuck, man, these guys are, I speak about them a certain kind of way. And then when you start going back, you start thinking about other people, what kind of level do you speak about them on? And, that certainly differs a lot of people, but I got a lot of respect for people that have been winning at poker for a long time. Anyone that shows work ethic consistently, anyone that's built something in poker, because I know how challenging that could be to build something, whether it's a brand or whatever. I mean, what else can you build on a business, stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, I think like Lex, Doug, Perkins, man, for sure, some of the people that I have the most respect for. That's a good question. Who else do I have a lot of respect for? I mean, I definitely have a lot of respect for people in general, but like, who jumps out at me? Who jumps out at me in my mind? I have a lot of respect for. I mean, my buddy John Beaupre, man, he's a fucking beast. He's a sick man, building businesses, man, creating good products, playing a lot of high stakes poker, having a family too. I mean, it's like, that's hard, man. So, I don't know, man. It takes like years for it builds up in me, I suppose. Dylan says, what happened to us hiking in LA? I'm waiting, bro. I don't know. I've been to LA. Garrett says, always been so impressed, fascinated with people that have world-class work ethic. I agree, man. Same for me. Is that really Garrett, though? Garrett, is that actually Garrett? And I don't know if that is. Garrett, text me if that's actually you. I'm curious if that's actually you, because I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is, but I don't fucking know. So, yeah. Someone said Barry Greenstein. You're talking about? I mean, I got a lot of respect for Barry Greenstein too. I just met him, really. I don't know. I don't really know. I got a lot of respect for what I know so far, but I don't really know the person. I just don't know. So I think it takes time for me to build a respect. I immediately have a level of respect for him immediately, though, for sure. So much wisdom, so much insight, so much experience and success in poker over the years. I mean, I got a ton of respect for that. But in terms of someone I would say I respect the most out of anyone, I just don't know him enough to be able to say that. So, but I feel like we probably know each other. So, all right, it is Garrett. Okay. Shout out Big Poppy. I thought it was. Okay. We got to have Garrett on the podcast, by the way. I've been I really want to do a podcast with Garrett, mostly because I just enjoy talking to him. So Garrett, we have to do a podcast soon, just because I don't know. I did a show with Garrett, Live at the Bike Show, and I was like, man, I really enjoy talking with Garrett a lot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely want to do a podcast with him again soon. How about Semi Farah on the podcast? Hell yeah, man. That's for sure. That'd be sick, wouldn't it? That'd be pretty sick. Charisma 91 said, Joey, at some stage you just realize it's all about greed. I think that is true, my friend. I've realized that a lot of areas it is really about like a lot of greed happening there, man. And like, that's what you're combating. And then you have to if you, I mean, I don't know. It's like a weird, I don't have a formulated thought in my mind about it yet, so I can't speak on it. But yeah, I can't slouch. Otherwise I'm going to look like I'm like bent over. So let's take a couple more questions out here in the chat, man. Joey, are you on drugs? You seem under the influence, Emma says. So I started doing drugs out here. I started doing legalized drugs. And I got to say, I've been really enjoying it. I wish I knew that there were these, I wish, it's weed, right? So weed, you smoke. People always say, am I high? I'm like, I'm just fucking crazy in my videos, man. I'm energetic. And I went to the weed shop. I bought some of these edibles, man. I'm like, all right, let me try some of these edibles though. So I tried some of the edibles. And I'm like, damn, these are sick. So because they give you that same sort of like disassociation feeling that other drugs do. And it's like similar. It's not as intense, right? Not as intense as a ketamine or ecstasy or some of these other MDMA or some of these other kind of drugs. So it's like a different. It's different, but like, who knows what some of those other drugs are cut with and shit like that, and like the come down's so bad. And when you do some of these other, like, there's no come down, man. It's crazy. It's pretty wild, man. And I think I always wondered why did people love weed? Like, why do people smoke weed every day? I'm like, Jesus, these guys, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, every day they smoke weed. They getting high. I'm like, every day? Like, my God. And then, yeah, you try it and you're like, woof, okay, makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It definitely makes sense. Arthur said, weed is the last thing we think you're on. You've got it. People think I'm on weed all the time. They think I'm on cocaine or something like that. Like, why would I do cocaine and make a fucking video? All of that sounds pretty good, but oh man. Oh, why are you sharing me at 5 a.m.? I don't know, brother. I don't know. I'm under the influence of pump. I don't know why I'm doing this time of night. This is my schedule lately, man. I've been enjoying it, getting a lot of great work done. I got a podcast in about 6-7 hours here. What do you guys think? Should we keep this video up on YouTube? Let me know. Type a 1 for yes, 2 for no. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Ryan says, I take edibles before your session. That's what's up. I'm trying to be like my Garrett. I'm trying to get on my Garrett right now with these biceps, bro. I'm trying to be like Garrett. Garrett big as hell. Y'all ever seen Garrett with his shirt off? Go watch Survivor. This dude had his shirt off. This dude's like some sort of fucking like fitness model or something crazy like that, man. God damn. This kid's an animal, bro. This dude's an animal, bro. Oh my God. Making a video on cocaine sounds pretty GTO. I agree with you completely. What should we name this video, guys? Listen, I need can we get like a naming panel? Can I get a group of you guys that like we have in a group chat, and whenever I need to name a video, I like say the video and then you guys help me name the video, because I suck at naming the fucking video, man. Please, if you guys want to be a part of the group, like a Snapchat group or like a Twitter group or something like that, I don't know. Living Child, congratulations on the session, $2,300. That's a great game up. Let me know. I always see some of these like funny guys, like the video bloggers on YouTube, and they're like, what's going on? Oh my God, what the fuck is happening? And they're like that, and I'm like, man, I'd be so good at that. Acting like an idiot and getting people you basically act like an idiot and just I mean, these video bloggers, these guys don't do anything. They fucking they don't do anything. They're like, what's going on, motherfuckers? What's happening right now? And they're like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, what's your I guess their talent's building an audience, but like, no, man. Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna go fucking clean my car. I mean, I don't know, man. My God. Listen, if you want to be in the chat, please message me on Instagram at PoppyGTO or at Twitter at JohnGrim1. Tell me I want to be in the group that helps decide the names. This is gonna be a legendary group for sure. It's gonna be a legendary group. This is gonna be a legendary group for sure. Maybe, I don't fucking know, man. I got a lot of hope. If I talked to my buddy Adrian Phoenix lately, I have not actually. Adrian's in South Africa, I think so. So yeah, maybe we'll keep this at an hour. We'll just put it up at an hour for a little bit. Arthur says marijuana is actually a pretty solid drug for poker. I tried a little bit earlier today, and I was in a spot, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna bet half pot here, and I was like, no, what if I bet a quarter pot? And then I bet a quarter pot, and I was like, that was a really better bet size than half pot. It slows my mind down a lot. Because like during times like there's like 100 things going through your mind, and then when I watch things, I feel like I hear things. I mean, I'm sure it's just like the effect of, but it just helps. I don't know, man. My mind is fucking crazy, it's rolling around all the time.
And then when I can actually like spot something and see it, I'm like, oh my God, fuck, I don't know, whatever. Joey admits he's on drugs finally. I don't really do drugs. I don't like ever, bro. For sure. Like it was, it was once in a while sort of thing over my life. I barely ever did it. And by barely, I mean I never did it growing up till I was in my late 20s. I mean, I just never did it. I never thought I don't know. Never considered it really. Thought they were bad. So, all right, take a couple more questions. We're going to wrap it up. Garrett Adelstein does cocaine. Look at his eyes. Yes, he's on cocaine 24 hours a day. Hyperdunk. His eyes just fucking look like that all the time. But he's just on drugs all the time. Drugs do Garrett. Garrett doesn't do drugs. Yeah, for sure. Garrett doesn't need drugs. He's fucking full of fucking life. He's got that life craziness happening. He don't need no drugs. You fucking kidding me? You seen Garrett on drugs? He'd be fucking going crazy. You know what he be doing, man. He's on essential oils. Garrett's fucked up on essential oils. Yeah, Garrett bought one of those fucking necklaces from Torelli. He bought it like 6 months ago. He started doing it. Now he's just crazy, just like this. Adam says, do you have a man crush on Garrett? I got a man crush on nobody, bro. It ain't like that, man. There's people you get to know. You got respect for them, man. You connect with them on some sort of level. Plus, me and Garrett have been out 2 different times at nightclubs. And I build a very special bond with people I go to a nightclub with because I love being at nightclubs. So yeah, man, I build a very special bond with people I go to nightclubs, have a good time. And yeah, just a number of different reasons. Like a man crush, I know what that means, really. Someone you got respect for, or someone that you enjoy talking with, somebody that you feel like brings you energy and sort of gets your mind going in a certain type of way, then yeah, for sure. But more than that, I mean, I don't fucking know what you're talking about, man. Maybe that is what it's saying. I don't know what it means. But I mean, if you've seen he's got a pretty necklace. He's got that fucking essential oil in the necklace. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Have you ever seen him? He's got the fucking essential oil. He's got a focus oil in his necklace. It's insane. Am I having any Chris M? Great interviews. I have a podcast today with my boy. How do I say Apotheus 92. He plays high stakes no home cash, and I started playing high stakes tournaments. He's a beast, bro. He's a sick grinder, man. Been grinding for a while, I feel like, and now he started playing live high rollers. Chris Kruk started playing some cash games too, trying to get himself out there and stuff like that. So I'm very excited to talk with him, man. I love talking with people like this. I love it. I fucking love it. I love it. So yeah, man, I'm excited. Joe Ball, you looking swollen. I'm not going to answer on the question. You on steroid? I'm on steroid. Dude, if I was on steroids, I'd be so much fucking bigger, man. There's, like, I've tried them before when I was younger. I'd be huge. I would be fucking jacked. This is like me just like regular, man. I'd be jacked, man. Fucking jacked. So, no, man. Oh, is that a man crush? Well, listen. A lot of people got man crushes on me, though, for sure. They probably got more than that on me. They probably trying to get it in with Big Poppy. Big Poppy's Palace. Come over to Big Poppy's Palace. What the fuck? Come over to Big Poppy's Palace. Big Poppy town here. Apotheus doubled up Bobby the bus. No, he didn't. Did he really? That's not true. Whatever. If I was on steroids, I'd be big. I'm small right now for sure. So that's all I got, man. I ain't got much else. Man. I got much else. Sorry, creative mindset. My bad. I'll be sleeping and be awake in a short period of time, so that won't be happening. But that's it. That's what I got. Much love, everybody. Much love. Please join the creative group where we figure out headline. Oh yeah, we need a title for this. Guys, can you give me a title for this video, please? Poppy and the Poker Bunnies. That's not true. I do not date anyone in poker ever. Big Poppy's Palace. Give me a title for this video, bros. Please. We need to get this to 25 million views. I gotta end the thing. I just need a title for the fucking video. That's it. Shout out Arthur. Much love, Poppy. Arthur, Torito, Poppy. Daddy Dang, what up, Dang? Roger from Poppy. Amy Medina, what's up, Amy? Goodbye. Scott F, GTO Musings, I kind of like that. Paul Borgen releasing the nugget. I don't know what the fuck that means. Gone One Boy. Thoughts on conspiracies on poker? Or thoughts on conspiracy theories? I love conspiracy theories. Late night munchies. Late night. How about late night high on? I kind of like late night high on poker. Is showing him on drugs. I actually really like that. Late night gay chat. No, it's not the one. Not going to be the one this time, buddy. Title: Late Night Chatting with Poppy. We're gonna need to hit. You're gonna hit the lab, my friend, on that one a little bit. Poppy Downers. No, it's a bad one too. Hyperdunk. You've had a lot of really bad questions today. Doug Pohl quit pokers. No, it's not a good one either. Late night high. I don't fucking know what to put there. I don't like that one. Real Thoughts with Poppy. Oh, I like that. Late night real thoughts. I kind of like that. I've been thinking about doing some more like videos, like real poker talk, but just like real life talk, where I just talk about like life things in my mind, because I'm fucking all kind of crazy shit happening here. We gotta do one on conspiracy theories. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. BPP equals title of the vid. I don't know what the fuck that means, bro. Big Poppy's. Oh shit. Damn, bro. That's sick. BPP. 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 Listen, guys, I got to go work out. Otherwise, I lose my workout prep. But if you want to follow along, you follow my Instagram page at PoppyGTO. And I want to start, real life talk. I want to start one where I do drugs and I make videos too. That'd be fun. Poker talk. Lifegram with Poppy. I like Lee. I like you, Lee. Late night chat with Garrett Adelstein. Yeah, I should do a podcast series. Every Saturday I do a podcast at like 2 a.m. Am I quitting poker? That's actually a fucking great title, Scott. Oh my God. Scott, please join the fucking title group, please. Take it easy, Pat Barub. Poppy, much love. Talking poker from way up here. God, I love it. You guys got to get in the fucking title group. Please. Scott F, am I quitting poker? I have to make that a title. I have to make that a title at some point in time. I also have to do, make a video called, what was it? Fuck. Oh yeah, I'm quitting Pot Limit Omaha. I'm going to play tournaments. I need to make that one too. I'm quitting PLO to play tournaments. Whatever, guys. I'm out. I appreciate everybody out there. Much love, Rajat Kumar, Ross Duffin, Jack Fleming. The group is a group that helps pick out names for videos. That's what the group's about, basically. Charisma 91. Just Joey. I like that too. Just Joey. Julius P. Greetings from Thailand. Thank you for your service, Poppy. Enjoy your workout. Thank you, Julius. Much love, Poppy. Much love. Dustin Merle. Much love, Poppy. Much love. Rewatch this video tomorrow. Look at your eyes. Let me look at my fucking eyes right now. What do you see? What do you see? I don't see anything, bro. Let me turn the brightness down a little bit. On some 20. Let me try it. Hold on. What do you see? You see some beauty in those fucking eyes, that's for sure. But what else do you see? Look past the beauty. That's funny to say. Look past the beauty. Look past the beauty, my friends, and look at what's really going on in my eyes. What do you see? Death? Suicidal? What do you see? What do you see? Oh, that's crazy. I can make it as bright as I want to make it. It's awesome. All right. I got to go to the gym. If you want to follow the workout, go to my Instagram story. And what was my bankroll like when I started? My bankroll was fucking $50, and I had no money, dude. What are you talking about, man? I had no money, bro. I had fucking no money. No money, no problems. GTO, pop, limit all algorithms flashing for you. In my eyes, I know. I'm on drugs, but that is the pick. Holy fuck. Oh my God, that's a great one. I'm on drugs, but that is the pick. Oh my god, that's hilarious. God, I gotta start. I gotta maybe I should do a live stream on a different channel before I put out a video. And yeah, it's a great fucking title. I love it. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace. Much love. Adios. Wait, can we take a photo like that? I don't know. Let me go back.